Enough of Ryan Helsley. It's absolute Helsley. 14 runs in 11 innings. He gives up a 3-run homer to Kerry Carpenter. A 3-2 game becomes 6-2 game. And listen, I understand the Mets didn't score after those 2 runs early on, but that's beside the point. Ryan Helsley can't be used in a close game, whether you're winning or losing. You had a fresh bullpen. You have an off day tomorrow. And I get they lost. They only scored 2 runs. But, I mean, listen. Carlos Mendoza has had a terrible season. He's been a bad manager. Period. Point blank. Period. And this was another bad decision by him. I did not think removing Clay Holmes from the game Wednesday was a bad move because Clay Holmes' 5th inning has been his bugaboo. Gregory Soto just, didn't have it. Wild pitch hurt. That was a killer. But the reality is you can't use Ryan Helsley when you're only down a run. That game is still within striking distance, and then it became not. And I don't know what it's going to take. Is it going to be a phantom IL trip? Is there actually an injury wrong? Do you just not sit him, or do you DFA him? Do you cut him? Do you send him down? I don't know what to do. You can't really send him down. I don't think you can. I don't think that's in his contract. I think you'd have to DFA him. Ryan Helsley's got nothing for you. He's not helping you. You can't keep him on the roster because you traded 14 runs in 11 innings. It's enough of a sample size. It's been a month of ineptitude. He's had nothing for an entire month in a Mets uniform, and he's hurting the team right now. And the Mets have arms on the way. You got Brandon Sproat potentially on the horizon. Get Dylan Ross up here. Dylan Ross, I know he's had some command issues in AAA, has dominated the AAA level in terms of not giving up runs, and he throws 100 too. You want someone that throws 100 who's not tipping his pitches? Give Dylan Ross a shot. I'm tired of seeing Ryan Helsley on my TV. With all that being said, the Mets win 2 out of 3. You'll take it. Cowboy Ohtani, Nolan McLean, another gem on Tuesday. Great job from McLean. He's looking like a guy who you're going to put in your playoff rotation. It looks like he'll pitch Sunday. We'll talk about that in a second. But Nolan McLean was filthy on Tuesday. The bats were dominant Tuesday. A dozen runs, 10 runs on Monday. Great job from the offense. You'll sign up for the series win over the best team in the American League. Now coming up is something that can make or break the Mets season. 3 in Cincinnati, 4 in Philadelphia. The Reds can get within 4 tonight. The Giants, who have come alive, can also get within 4 tonight. You have a chance to bury the Reds this weekend and either go up 7 or 8 games, depending on what they do against the Blue Jays. You have a chance to bury them. Head-to-head competition this weekend. If you let them back in this thing, if they sweep the Mets in Cincinnati, it's a brand new season. If you can go out and take care of business versus them, at least 2 out of 3, and then go up against the Phillies and find a way to win 3 out of 4 or sweep, you're dominating the wild card and you're within striking distance of the division. The next 7 games are going to tell a lot about the rest of this season for the New York Mets. So enjoy the off day tomorrow. The Mets are going to need it. These arms need it. The bullpen needs it. But, man, this weekend starts a huge 7-game set. And, at the end of next Thursday night in Philadelphia, and I should be there likely for all 4 in Philly, we're going to know a lot about the New York Mets. This weekend, Friday, we're going to know a lot about Kodai Senga, who the Mets are considering sending down to AAA. Why can't they do this with Ryan Helsley? Senga clearly hasn't had it and needs to work on his stuff, and I still think the Mets believe he's part of the playoff plans and playoff rotation, but he doesn't look like it right now. It is up to Kodai Senga to have to accept an assignment to AAA by Friday. So Senga could say no, and the Mets could end up using him Sunday, or they go Nolan McLean a normal rest. Right now it's Peterson Friday. Jonah Tong will make his second start Saturday. And then McLean potentially a short rest Sunday. Or they could go Senga. They can go with an opener and then Senga. They could try and switch it up and go with a guy for an inning or 2 and then go to Senga. Or go with Senga and make it, a tight leash on him and pull him after 4. I don't know what they're going to do, but if I'm Senga, I'm going to be a team player here and accept this minor league rehab assignment. Or not rehab, but assignment to go down to the minors, work on my stuff. Because their season ends the 21st. So it would probably be like 2 outings, maybe 3 in AAA, and then likely back up with the Mets. But it's fascinating to see what he decides. We'll probably know the answer Thursday, maybe by Friday, but he has till Friday to accept, or he could say, no, I'm not doing that. And the Mets have to keep him. Listen, I'd rather have Senga on the roster than Ryan Helsley at this point, But I think it would be wise for both parties to have him go to AAA and kind of experiment. He could work on things, see what works, see what doesn't. You can't experiment in the big leagues. You either have it or you don't. He could try some things in AAA. If he gets beat up, fine, but he could see if a ghost fork in this situation works better. Maybe he could work on a couple of different pitches, and I think that would be the right move for the Mets. You're watching Mets Daily. I'm Jake Brown. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe at Jake Brown Live, and become a Mets Daily Insider member for just $5 a month there. In terms of the Mets Daily Insider member, remember we said Nathaniel, he's not around because he lives in a state far away, so he will not get the tickets. We are going to give the tickets to another member, and that member is going to be Shakamoto. We are going with Shakamoto Kyojiu. So if you're watching this, Shakamoto, if that's you, you will get the tickets if you accept them for the Thursday, September 18th Mets-Padres game. So let me know in the comments. Message me. You get the 2 tickets. Let me know if you can make it. If not, we'll go to the next member. Janie, who I know is a member, she has season tickets, I believe, so she won't need the tickets. Nathaniel can't. Mary can't. So we're going down the list. But Shakamoto, you're next. Let me know if you will accept the tickets. We were talking about AAA before. Speaking of AAA and rehab for the Mets, Jose Siri continues his rehab. Francisco Alvarez continues his rehab in AAA. You know, Alvarez, I think, is very important because you're seeing the Mets getting exposed here with Sanger and Torrens. I think Torrens has done a nice job. Sanger's done an okay job, but, man, you want Alvarez in that order. And a day like today, you saw the offense kind of die by the wayside. You could really use Alvarez. So he is rehabbing. He's continuing. He's catching in AAA. He had a hit on Tuesday night. Jose Siri also 1 for 5 with a run scored, 4 strikeouts. That's something early in the season he struggled with, seeing the ball striking out a lot. So, again, I don't think Siri's going to be an everyday player. He'll be a part-time player. But Alvarez, you want to be an everyday player. Tyler McGill continues to rehab. He gave up 3 runs in 4+ innings. He's another arm you would think is going to be up here any day now. Like, I would think he's pretty much ready. It's just a matter of do the Mets want to bring him up yet. So we'll see what happens with Tyler McGill. I'd imagine McGill, Sproat, Alvarez, Siri are all here in the next 7 to 10 days. So that's a wait and see. One guy who's not going to be here in the next 7 to 10 days or the rest of the season is Jesse Winker. And it's unfortunate. You thought there was a chance he was going to come back. This guy was made of glass this year, so brittle, and you're in a position where there's no chance you consider bringing Jesse Winker back. I think his conditioning sucked this year. You know, these kind of injuries, a lot of that staying in shape, working out. I hate to blame a guy for injuries, but this guy had new injury after new injury after new injury, and you felt like he's a 60-year-old man this year, Jesse Winker. Really gave the Mets absolutely nothing this season, and he was fun for the ride. You had him at the end of last year and in the playoffs, but you're not considering bringing back Jesse Winker. I thought you brought him back partially for the vibes. He was a likable guy. But the Jesse Winker era seems to be over with the Mets. I'd be shocked. Maybe if they could get him for like a $2 million deal on a 1-year deal next year. Otherwise, we'll see you later, Jesse Winker. We won't see you. And Jose Siri, like I said, defensive replacement, pinch runner, maybe makes it start a week. I don't think he hits enough to consider starting him a few times a week at this point. Tyrone Taylor, we'll see. That opens up a spot now for Siri with Taylor on the injured list. I don't know if Taylor's going to be out for the year or not. We'll see. But it looks like Siri will just take his spot and Jared Young's spot as he has come up. I'm Jake Brown at Jake Brown Live. Off day tomorrow. Thank God. I think we all need it. I need it. Found out today I didn't land the job that I had the interview for. Like I said yesterday, my NHL gig is over. It's been a brutal week for me personally. So we're still riding it out talking Mets, but need the off day tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Keep subscribing. Smash that thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. Should Sanger go to AAA? What do you do with Ryan Helsley? What do you think about the roster moves? What do you think about the Mets? 7 critical games coming. We'll be covering it all. Enjoy the off day, everybody. We'll talk to you Friday. Let's go Mets. And thanks for watching Mets Daily.